Dodge this! Wind blade! Cool it!
You're in for a little.
Wind blade! Disappear! Is this an answer from this world? Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Don't get too close. Prepare yourself. I got you covered.
You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this!
Come a little close.
Freeze!
Can't run from death.
Quite the find. What's the hurry?
T'as une coupure de courant.
What's the hurry? Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
You're in for a little
Cool it.
surrender and be gentle.
You're getting on my nerves. Freeze. Cool it. Fascinating.
Ah, je vais mourir. Ah, chance.
What's the hurry? How fortunate.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you got...
Paimon? What a fascinating being.
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say
You're not far off, but they go by a I prefer... This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha.
with this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresistible?
No, I can't...
Only if the mood...
Hey, we don't...
Oh, wait a minute.
The Crux Club... They're too important. So, you've got two. You can't take you and with Lewis.
But
Well, before you dismiss, get this.
Supplied by myself.
is there really such thing as a map?
When a vision bearer. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Yep. And the way organizing the club. So if you don't have a vision, this is the
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say? In that case, if you...
You just want him.
What's wrong with that?
What are we gonna do?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will.
Accéder à l'arène.
Come on, let's get... What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Catch the wind. Catch the wind.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beidou said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hello?
You bet I am. Have you? Well, I'd have a look at the clash as a. Nobody wants to.
Yeah.
Me? What? You? Not to mention, they tried to sneak past me under the cover of. I planted a left. I stood my ground, of course. I'm not saying I can't.
Uh-huh. But for us, all right.
I'll see you in the arena.
right. Nothing beats real life, but this tournament is
Exactly.
This master of yours
famous. He's the founder of you probably. He's got to be to the Ling Shot.
forced this.
It's a type of breed, for example.
One time, he sent a challenger.
It sure is.
We're clearly.
There's a tuition?
Of course.
But recently, though,
So, if we can get our hands on a vision.
well, we have.
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the crux? If so, seems I found.
So you're also here
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here for me. Obtaining a. No. I know how that sounds, but let me. I've passed every exam I've ever taken. Enjoyed, in most people's eye, a vision.
You have so much self.
That's not important. I've also brought along a bit of course. I also. You don't mince your words. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before.
So to recap, we're up against an inflated ego. Some gullible guys paying way too.
Chinxa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that?
Is it really that?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bear?
I have to ask. Aren't you the trap? Oh, it's really.
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter. Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable.
Yep. He still doesn't have a vision though.
My apologies. It's just a form. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon.
Whoa.
Might as well declare.
I wonder if it's too.
Okay, right. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here.
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to
But why would.
I see. So, I take. Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so even though you don't have a vision, so Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your out. In any case, looking at the competition. All right, it's showtime.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready? Good. Then please follow.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise.
Well, I've fought my fair so come on.
All right. You fought well.
All right then. And since you signed up, for one thing, so I'm putting you straight.
Huh?
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your...
To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks. The real...
Your opponent has... You may well be strong. Very well.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for...
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would...
Relax. My guys at...
Okay, well...
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Come on, let's go sign up.
I'm sweating all over. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right! For a moment, if you had a vision, you did.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine, I lost interest eventually. I fought and...
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your...
No, I did. Only in def...
Wow! Now...
If you have the chance in the future.
By the way, do you know...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard, so don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final...
Ah, it's you! I myself was...
maybe...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. I faltered but given my stature, still, I'm sure he'll be...
He tried to use force to... His opponent was pretty... Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me... I don't dare tell my master... Sorry, I shouldn't be...
Oh.
Thanks.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely...
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly, I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory. In fact, I discerned this not from...
I guess not using your elemental...
We wanted to ask...
Not exactly. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried?
If that is the case, I haven't
yeah.
It is true that I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But given your talent...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit?
Gathering intelligence. Besides our favorite...
You bet, Hunt. Wait a second.
However, there is only so much that can be discerned. Come with me.
Vas-y, casse les couilles, j'ai pas les trucs, putain.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to... You are skilled in manipulating the... That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of you... If I'm not mistaken, you share these... When I talk... Since a young age, it is things of...
That's crazy.
My humble abilities are... To think a human could we... And not to mention your...
Hey, stop it!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you... So then, might I be...
It's been a long... Honestly, even...
Perhaps such However, I still... Of course, I too... Now then.
Come a little closer.
Check this out!
Cool it.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Freeze.
Salut Rex Force.
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and he relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you please, save your thanks.
Bah ouais,
If
tranquille
anything,
et toi?
I should be the world is a truly mysterious place.
You seem kind.
I desire to... And what influence... My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your
fait chaud.
mystical ways. I am willing to answer, and so that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are in the outset, not to mention...
She sounds...
As far as I know, Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit
Tu
all
joues à
who
quoi?
reside within Liyue.
Le jeu s'appelle
But what
Genshin
if it
Impact.
goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something that got...
Oh? Have you encountered the... With time, if you wish to find
Il y
her,
a
she
trop
will
de dialogue
forever
dans ce
be
jeu,
there.
trop de
There will
cinématiques.
come a day when I... Ah! The time...
Oh, right.
If you have no other matters to attend to, very well.
Why isn't he
Ah ouais,
here
je
yet?
connais, tu es sponsor.
Never mind. We can. Everyone, listen. We've reached the. We've seen many. Now I'd let. He strikes. Wow. I'm sure. But today's. As for our other. Come on. What could be? Apologies. Everyone, just sit tight. We've got no other choice.
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, Traveler.
Tu m'entends là?
Let me see. It's gone, all right.
Huh? Did somebody...
We don't know when it was taken.
No need to worry. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the...
Well, I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
Bon, en tout cas, Léa, qu'à la prochaine, n'hésite pas à
If you
t'abonner.
would, please come with me.
well...
Come with me.
Comme
I
ça,
can
tu me
sense the
retrouveras.
winds are coming.
Ce fut court. Plus ça, merci, c'est gentil. À la prochaine alors.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Rendez-vous.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Et pourquoi ça me...
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Dodge this.
Have a little taste.
Qu'est-ce que tu me fais, toi?
Cool it! Windblade!
Yeah! What? I got cast. Picked the wrong test subject.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared...
No boat could ever match the speed of...
The wind! Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled, additionally, you're... In other words...
You...
But most disappointed. It appears that the...
Fine! I've had my eyes... I'd intended to, after watching the semi... Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I was convinced I prepared thoroughly... Drat. This should have gone... Really? Fine. But
you know, according...
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match. It seems that it...
Whoa, whoa, we don't...
If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
Mais viens te battre alors.
Freeze! Supporting fire! This moment will be frozen.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Dodge this! Windblade! I'll have my revenge, eventually.
No, no! Do what you want, but...
Yes, put down the vision and...
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you. Such willing...
No need for that.
Huh?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when they're great. But unfortunately, yes, from the moment I've tried many of though few tales tell after seeing you. Come, why don't you give it a try? I see. So you are... No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what?
The story begins with an...
Mais non, je m'en fous de ton histoire, putain.
One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning... All right then, it's time we return. Allow me to gather the...
leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by... It seems that the Crux Clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was... But still...
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match. In which case, the Crux Clash...
Huh? So that... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that...
Paimon thought we'd win in...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes.
Yes, I believe so. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact...
Hold on a second. You're saying she...
Let us not forget, suffice it to say... In the meantime...
Paimon believes...
Thank you. One final word...
Ad Astra Abyssosque. What can I do for... Ah, yes. Now that I think about...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking... Oh, is that right? The fleet is near... Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor...
Since Beidou is...
Of course.
So you'll be heading off then? Weather the journey until we meet again. Ad Astra...
Oh.
Well, if that's how you...
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Well, I guess it's time for you to...
Okay. Thanks for coming.
Just following orders.
de la cité.
All these years come rain or storm. We set sail for the...
Anchors, away!
Oh, hey there. So, you finally made it. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I...
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma, though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone.
You don't know how long I...
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them.
With any luck, it'll give you... Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping...
Don't under... So we have to play by the rules. Even...
Hello? Please, you must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are off. My apologies, but I'll have to ask you...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time.
I just wanted...
I see. Okay. You're...
The Outlander Affairs, they only check entry permits.
Sheesh.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sukoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an... Now, let's head over... Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
A Kanjo?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And...
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million.
2 million?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total.
Paimon wasn't so much question.
Ma'am, these two...
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of...
Thank you ever so... But as this...
That's not how you haggle!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma.
Much...
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is the way some hear it, so when the day comes...
Then they'll milk them for all their work!
Exactly. Yes, but when you're an Outlander in Inazuma, for the most that that's how the inner...
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And essentially, it's an association... I see. After all, the Raiden Show... Huh. I was going to say nothing. Okay, I'll give it to you.
Really?
Connections come at... In fact, I like to do things in a way...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon.
Oh, here's the situation. Recently, the head of the